Hey yo! So we're in the final rundown to the end of the year. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming, so I'm really pumped and tired as well, because I've got to say the last couple of months have been really full tilt, and as much as I believe in make hay while the sun shines, it takes some serious management to deal with having a lot on during the week and then a lot on during the weekend as well, and then running my birthday party and all the rest of it. Just huge call out to everyone that helped with that as well and provided interesting things. You know, Justin Goldsworthy and the team, lights, lasers, sound, all the rest of it, all of the amazing DJs from the cruise around Sydney that took part, the food crew, all of the volunteers, everyone that made it happen. Because seriously, it was wild. For anybody that didn't see the videos, I'll post some along with this. It was full tilt. All I can say is, Justin, if you're watching, more lasers, bro. Anyway, so I've managed to get enough energy back to get into production again, because I had to put it down for a little bit. And what I wanted to say is I'm a shitty producer. Now, that might sound self deprecating and it might sound like negative, but I look at it in an interesting way. The Wright brothers plane was a shitty plane. It was, in fact, the worst plane that ever flew. But if it didn't happen, the next iteration wouldn't have happened, and the next iteration after that, and all of the iterations that happened up to the point where we have an aerospace program that has gone to the moon and is taking us to Mars and has done all sorts of crazy things. And that's the way I look at production. That's the way I look at building skills, is that you have to get used to the idea that you're going to start shitty. Okay, because how good a skill would it be if you could just start and be amazing at it? The reality is, really important and interesting skills take time and they take effort. And the reality is, when you start them, you're shitty at them. Okay. And that might sound like a negative thing to say, but that's, I think, is the reality. You can sugarcoat it and you can do whatever you want. But the reality is that you're not great at it until you become great at it. And that takes time and effort and all the rest of it. And the reality for me is I'm less shitty today than I was yesterday. Right. And the track that I just produced about 2 months ago now, because I had to put it down for a little while, Dark Knight's got the most listens that any track or any mix or anything that I've ever done on SoundCloud has gotten. It's pretty close to 2,000 now, which for me is absolutely huge. And the track that I'm working on now, I think will be better than that, which is going to be great. And what I'm really hoping is that sometime in January, I'm going to produce a track that I can actually get on a label. Maybe January, maybe February. I don't know. But soon. And that's really what I'm aiming for next, is I want to be able to play tracks, my own tracks in my sets, and I want to be able to start putting tracks out on labels. And that's really what I'm aiming for next year. That's my intention. That's what I'm going for. So anyway, next things. So this weekend, Friday, there is Raw. Amazing Raw hypnotic techno by All Friends. Absolutely amazing. Come along. Saturday, Puzzles, Scitech, and Dark Minimal Techno. Two of my favorite things in the world. That's going to be huge. Marrickville, going to be amazing. Next week, I've been really, really lucky to be invited to play at Wasabi's Memorial in Melbourne, which is going to be really sad, but also I think a celebration of somebody who's done fucking amazing things in the industry, has done amazing things for the Australian scene and for music in this country. Really sad that he's passed, for his family, for the music scene. And I'm really, really humbled humbled to have been asked to play. So that's going to be huge. The week after, Tribe Ascension up in the Blue Mountains, who've sold out. I'm so happy for Stav and the Tribe crew to sell out their major event. Is just a really big statement about how well they have done. It's difficult times. There's lots of events on, and everyone's watching their budgets. So to have sold out, I think, really just shows how much effort, how much value the Tribe crew have put in. Then 10 days. Well, no, not even. 20th of December, I'm playing the next puzzles, which is going to be really good. Not just because I'm on there, but, a little bit. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing for puzzles again. 26th, so less than a week later, we have something absolutely just off the Richter, which is a whole bunch of the Sydney crews. It's being led by Caldera and Techno Mafia, but it includes people from all through the Sydney Underground, from Puzzles, from All Friends. We've got D&B crews coming through. We've got all sorts of people in there. We've got Alienated Collective doing some like Dark Psy and some of that sort of stuff. But fundamentally, it's the underground of Sydney showing a more public face. So if you haven't been to an underground party in this town, get your ass to the Abercrombie on Boxing Day, because we're going to be unwrapping some just wild shit. Shortly after that, off to Art Valley for New Year's. And now Art Valley, one of the best doofs in the country, just the gold standard in doofing. Amazing vibes, amazing production, some of the best DJs in the country, absolutely brilliant. Then after New Year's, I got 2 weeks, and then I am going to be off to Europe for a month. I got 10 days in Berlin, and then off tooling around the Med for 20 days on my mate's yacht. And then as soon as I get back, Rainbow Serpent. Again, amazing doof, just really dedicated people doing that. So look, while I'm away, a couple of events that I was really kindly asked to play for, but unfortunately was going to be away for. Our Secret doing a collab with Yatra from New Zealand, which is going to be really good. Really wish I was there. A lot of the crew are going to be there. And the other half of the crew are going to be at the FOMO Doof, Forest Frequencies. So lots going on. Both of those are on the Australia Day weekend. So no excuse not to be getting some good techno and Psy in you for Australia Day long weekend. Way better than celebrating white people taking over black people's stuff. Okay? Much prefer to be celebrating the land, celebrating our Aboriginal elders and people in the country who deserve to be treated better, quite frankly. So let's do that. And it's one of the things about Doofs. Doofs really focus on Aboriginal people and the land. And if you're going to do something for Australia Day, do something that focuses on the right stuff. Anyway, that's all my stuff. That's what I got coming up. That's what's happening in my world. And I got to tell you, awesome stuff to be involved in. So come along, and hopefully I'll see you at some of that.